don't want to talk because I got the VAD. We're missing the ability for users to reassign their voice. We're missing the VAD, which never worked in the original, but we want to make it work now in the new one. So I think the first thing we're gonna want to do is probably, because the VAD stuff is going to fall under the heading of the audio player, do I want to create an audio player object, singleton? I would slightly prefer to avoid that. There's nothing wrong with the singleton pattern, but I just don't. I would prefer it to just be a function, but if it can't be, then it can't be. But we need, so what do we need? Why is it in already? That's strange. Start with history? It's code supernova. Is that some experimental thing? Let's try it, fuck it. No, let's go with Jippity5 for just asking questions. Alright, so I want to add VAD system so that the audio player loop waits until I've been silent for a few seconds before playing the audio. Let's think through how to pull that off. Don't write any code yet. I typoed that, but whatever. I zoom this in so you guys can see better. View, appearance, zoom IDE, unfitty. That's a little too much, I think. There we go. It's really mad about me doing that. Plan this feature well. I'll outline a concrete implementation approach and break it into actionable steps and open questions. We'll also create a to-do list so we can track the work. I would rather you didn't, but actually rather you didn't. To propose a concrete plan aligned with your current code, I'll quickly inspect relevant files. I just wanted you to recommend a library, actually. I didn't actually want you to do all that. I don't know, maybe it should be fired up in main. The VAD belongs to the audio player, doesn't it? Because no other part of the program gives a shit if I'm talking, right? The thing is, eventually I want to extend this to do other things. I want it to transcribe my voice. Like, I want to be able to, if I want to ban somebody in my chat, I can just go, computer, ban that guy. And then it'll pass that, like, it'll transcribe everything I say and send it to an LLM, and then the LLM can take action if it's called for. And I want to be able to be like, hey, Claude, you know, who was the 5th Queen of England, or whatever? And then it answers. So, suppose that I do want the VAD. Probably what we would actually want is a listener subsystem, and the VAD would be a function of that, right? But let's keep it simple for now. WebRTC VAD, so let's... let me get a browser window so we can look up the docs on that. WebRTC VAD. Okay. Voice activity detection is wrong! My god. How does it actually just not work well? Shit. So... wait, what's going on here? Oh, it's never easy. It's never easy. Okay, what's going on here? This is a Python interface to the WebRTC voice activity detector. It is forked from Wiseman WebRTC VAD to provide updated releases with binary wheels. It also includes additional fixes and improvements. VAD classifies a piece of audio data. Create a VAD object. Better not be reading that. Okay, I ignored it. I also need to set it up so that it doesn't set up voice assignments for Streamboo bots. Optionally set its aggressiveness mode, which, okay. You know, it's massaging the audio into these specific sample rates that frustrates me. That's the kind of thing I want to send to add RISC-V support? Okay. Interesting. Go off king. Do I trust this guy? Let's take a look. What's his name? Dan Zoo? Went to the zoo the other day. He only had one animal. It was a Shih Tzu. This is a... oh, yeah, that's what you said. I agree. Last year. Huh? Active development, huh? How old is this? 4 years. Well, okay, let's take a look. He's merging some pulls. He's bumping. What? Oh, Dependabot did that. What? PyPI CI build? What? I have no idea what that means. Add LoonArch64. Add RISC-V. Well... Package resources. Explain failure of tests. I'm not sure... Is he pulling PRs from the original author of the library? Interesting. Okay, this seems to be the active version. Obnoxious that he made his own and didn't just take a... If he's in communication with the original developer of WebRTC VAD, it's annoying that he didn't just take over the existing project instead of making his own. It's annoying when people do that. I get it, but I wish they would think of the wider community when they do things like this. I'm glad I didn't get fucking pip squatted. Fuck. Crypto miner. Because there's people who will go on pip and they'll anticipate common typos or other such mistakes like this, and then they'll put a piece of software in there that it's a mirror of the actual thing, but it also installs a fucking crypto miner on your computer. You always read the documentation, because it's easy to get in the habit of just looking at... Like, ideally, if I wasn't on stream, I would just sit down and read the entire documentation for this library. Not going to, because that would be boring for you guys, but... yeah, so anyway, input stream. Not that this is particularly interesting. What Actually, I think this is basically enough. Yeah, that's literally it. Okay, that should just work. Let's, what we can do is run file in Python console. Should work. Yeah, it does. Block until silence. Bytes-like object is required, not tuple. Huh? Okay, let's attach the debugger and see what the hell's going on there. What do you mean? What the fuck is this? Okay, let's check the docs. Wait, we did the raw input stream. Raw. Where's the raw input stream? Raw streams. That's what we're doing here, raw streams. In it, they're severely undercooked. Raw input stream. Port audio input stream using buffer objects. This is the same as input stream, except the callback function and read work on plain Python buffer objects. Speech. I'm speaking, I'm talking, I'm saying words. No, I'm not. Oh, ooh. Ah. He. Ah. What the fuck? Oh, right, that's, okay. Right, time monotonic works in seconds, not milliseconds. Right. I'm a fool. Yeah, so we don't even... It just literally needs to be the number 3. Okay, one more time. What? So there is a little bit of a delay. That's fine. We don't even need it to be 3... Let's make it like 2 seconds. We should probably have it be a parameter. Let's run it. We can just run main... Oh, it wants to do the fucking auth flow. I don't have time for this. It always opens in some fucking weird browser, too. It doesn't want to open in just a normal-ass browser. Here, you may as well see... Does this leak anything? I don't think it does. Let me just... I don't think that causes a problem, yeah. This is the bullshit I have to deal with. So, first of all... And it cries about it. And it goes, oh, wait, you're robot meat. And then I have to hit continue. And then, oh my god, do you trust this application that you made? Yes, I do. And then it shits itself. God damn it. What is your problem? Whatever. Well, okay, it's here. Okay. Here, let me show you what I'm doing. Test message. Pee-pee-poo-poo. I gotta wait for it to generate.
Test message, pee-pee-poo-poo. From game over, man.
Oh, right, okay. My only concern is, I realize now that, my only concern is that you notice, like, do you notice? Did you see it? Do you notice my oversight here, right? It'll only, like, if I'm just sitting there not saying anything, it'll still wait 2 seconds. We don't want to wait if I'm not speaking when this is called, so we offset the initial last speech time so that it waits 20% of and immediately returns if it hears nothing. Is that clear enough? I should probably add that to the doc string. Only no speech is ever detected by waits 20% of silence length for speech to begin, so that it doesn't wait the full silence length every time if you're just sitting there silent. Does that make sense? See, now we won't be able to tell. I guess I could add a print.
I did it all for the nookie, so you can take that authentication token and stick it up your ass.
What? Stick it up? Okay, one more time here. This is a great demonstration of how much of a pain how much of a pain the ass is it. Every time you iterate, you gotta wait. Woodier. Well, great having you here for the second you were here, but no, there's a streamer I watch called Kirsha, she has a viewer whose name is, what was it? Mysterious Senior Hilter, but she keeps, like, this guy was watching her streams for, like, years and years, but she always read his name as Mysterious Senior Hitler. And, like, a couple weeks ago, he was like, hey, you know it's Hilter, not Hitler, right? And she's like, what? Why didn't it... Oh, shit. That is a much worse bug than the one I'm fixing. Okay, let me just, shit. It's supposed to randomly give you a voice. I guess it turns out that I never... Wow, that was really stupid of me. I never actually wrote the part that assigns you a voice. Okay. We'll, tell you what, I'll just give you one manually because we had a... Oh, it even does? Oh, right, because I also have the other one running. Okay, so you're Abraham Mac now. Congratulations. Okay, so what I think is happening is that, so we use a Cohere Command R, which is a really cheap AI, like it's the shitty cheap version of ChatGPT basically, to clean up the message. So like because people make weird typos because
That's really cool.
Who said that's really cool? Was that? Yeah, okay, it's way, way, way behind. That's obnoxious.
W. Lucky Viggy. He doesn't stream. He agrees. I'll never conceive in the earth. Oh God, not like this.
What was happening there is, I think, so we use Cohere to clean up your chat message because, people make typos and you don't want to read out the typos, and people, do chat speak. They don't really, you don't because the speech model we're using works better if you capitalize your sentences and add punctuation. So we use that to do that, but I think they're having trouble upstream and at Cohere. So that's why it was just doing nothing, because it was waiting for the AI. Okay, that was the first one. Okay, silence.
Test message again.
It worked. Okay. That, why? Okay, that was the solution. Wait, no, that was the... Shit. I fucked it up. Okay.
Test message again.
Okay, that was...
I won £560 on gambling today.
Why is it not playing the audio?
Who said dreams don't come true?
Why is it not playing the audio now? What? What? Why is this all fucked up? Congratulations on your win. Okay, that time it actually worked. Okay, cool. So yeah, that fixes the initialization issues, because it goes, okay, audio producer gets the message, waits for me to shut up, goes, okay, it says it heard speech, but I won't believe it. And then it goes, okay, user is silent, proceeding. Yeah, so that should, in fact, it doesn't even need to be, it looks like it's pretty consistent. It doesn't even need to be 20. It can probably just be like 15. I'd make it 15. It always detects speech even when there is none. Brain? Hello? For the first 10 to 15 calls, so we have this countdown to ignore until it's ready to actually do its job. Now, if we had, I suspect if we had used this the way you're supposed to use it, where you just create it once. Wait. I'm a fucking retard. God damn it. I could have just done that the whole goddamn fucking time. Maybe. We'll see. Oh my god, it's crying and crying. What is your problem, man? Let me write a commit message. Here's a focused code review of your audioplayer.py VAD gate. Overall, it's refreshingly simple and should work, but there are a few correctness nits, shut the fuck up, and robustness tweaks I'd strongly recommend. Would ya? Well, I'd strongly recommend you shut the fuck up. How about that? Simple per clip gate. Opening raw input stream only when needed, keeps lifecycle minimal and avoids background threads. Correct for WebRTC VAD, 10 millisecond frames at 16 kHz, gives exactly 10 ms, which WebRTC VAD accepts. Fast philosophy, you're letting exceptions propagate. Oh. I typoed. You got me there! Let's say, make audio, we should probably use the actual name of it. Make audio there loop, wait for silence before speaking. So now, I shouldn't have to do the thing where I see a chat message and then go silent. I can just continue ranting, and then when I shut up, it'll talk. I can just continue ranting, and then when I shut up, it'll talk. Alright, well, I think that's the job done for tonight. Oh, let's actually fix the bug we found where I'll just tell Windsurf to do it. We recently discovered that the refactored TTS system errors out when a new viewer first chats because I forgot to implement the part that assigns a random voice to new chatters, instead just generating a key. Finish the implementation, keep it as simple as possible. Why you gotta go and make things so complicated? If user doesn't have an assignment, pick a random voice sample and persist it. Oh, did I deliberately omit that because I forgot? Yeah. There's a reason that I omitted that, because I wanted to make it so that the config... Yeah. Okay, there's a reason it's like that. Do I want to check this shit in? Not really. I will probably take his test, though. What did he do with tests? Oh my god, why is it so goddamn long? My username, candidates, patch club, yeah, okay. I will accept his test, but will reject that code. Let's see, do we have anyone on YouTube? No, so I'll just raid on Twitch. Have fun with Miss Sleepy, and I will see you all next time. Bye. Raid EP Sleepy. No, not Leepy Sleepy H. Raid EP Sleepy. I made the exact same mistake again. Third time's a charm. Raid EP Sleepy. There we go. All right. Have fun with Miss Sleepy. I'll see you all next time. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe, and goodbye. See you next time. Words.